loves, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. So what is going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all should be watching this video sometime in the evening. I'm not sure if I was going to put it out the same day that I put out Homestead, because I just have so much content that I'm trying to squeeze in, like I said from the last video. Trying to squeeze in before Christmas. Not to mention, I'm not even sure how long I want to keep on this path, because I still have a lot of different holiday films that I want to share with you all. So I'm not sure if I'm just gonna ride it on out to the end of the year, the end of this month, or just cut it off the week of Christmas. Still not sure, y'all. So y'all just keep me in y'all prayers about that, because I just don't know at this moment right now. It really depends on how much I can record, how much time can I squeeze in to get it all out to you, all of that. I just don't know. But anyways, y'all know that I reviewed The Preacher's Wife, which I said that is my all-time favorite Christmas film, and it really is. That is at the top of my list. Nothing has passed that thus far for me personally, and y'all can find that in my video history, and I share all my thoughts and all that good stuff with you all there. I spent a great deal on that video. But as far as what I had to express, didn't even know I had to express all of that, but I guess I don't know, y'all. But anyways, so this is the runner-up for me here, Home Alone. It's like, how can you have a Christmas without Home Alone? Like, seriously, like where we do that at? What does that happen at? Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Home Alone. You can actually find this streaming on Disney Plus. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. When bratty 8-year-old Kevin McCallister acts out the night before a family trip to Paris, his mother makes him sleep in the attic. Ooh. After the McCallisters mistakenly leave for the airport without Kevin, he awakens to an empty house and assumes his wish to have no family has come true. But his excitement sours when he realizes that two con men plan to rob the McCallister residence, that he alone must protect the family home. Now, fake watchers out there, this is simply a fun film. Many of you probably have watched this or heard about it nonetheless, and I hope this review encourage you to revisit that if you haven't watched it as of yet this year, because I promise you, you're gonna be pulled right back into the film, even though you may have watched it countless times or you're watching it for the first time. It gives you that same feel. I'm telling you, it will, because this is a film that I grew up on. I enjoy this film so much. I haven't seen it in so many years, and I literally watched this a couple of days ago or a few days ago, one or the other. And I should have jumped on here afterwards, but I don't know, I just got busy doing other stuff, and I was thrown back into the story. I was right back there with Kevin and his family and all the chaos of the holidays and different things going on, and the mom realizing for the first time ever that she has left her son, her 8-year-old son, home alone in a total different country. It is like a total different state. I mean, it's just crazy. And so many people I have heard talk about this recently kind of narrow in on the mom, saying that she's not a good mom and for doing this, for making this mistake and different things like that. And of course, this was made back in the 90s. And I'm not saying there is an excuse, because it really isn't, because we know now if a thing like this does happen, the consequences will be totally different. It would be insane and crazy and all of that. But nevertheless, this is fiction. So I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the fun of it all. And I don't necessarily judge the characters in this film. I really don't, because number one, it's fictional, and even when you want to take a deeper dive into films, which is what we do here, but we take our deeper dive in the faith pool and the faith ocean and all of that, we don't necessarily judge the characters or doing this deep analysis of them as if we're therapists or psychologists or psychiatrists trying to figure out how did this has become and all of this stuff. That is not my take, not my field, not something that I typically get into or even want to be a part of, because that's just not my thing. So I don't look at the mom like that. I never have, even growing up watching her. And of course, I never even thought growing up putting myself in her position, because when you're a kid, that's just like, it doesn't even seem like something you're going to think about. If anything, you relate more to the kids here, which is, Kevin. You relate more to him, and just thinking about how fun and how cool it was for him to do a lot of different things that he has done in this film, being faced against two adults who were determined to rob every little house on this beautiful neighborhood for whatever reason. But so you just look more at that, like Kevin growing up. Kevin is the hero. Kevin is cool. Like, you want to learn some of the techniques and the different things that he used and all of that kind of stuff. And you want to be as fearless, as courageous as he was and as he is in this film. That is usually how you look at it from a kid's perspective. But being like watching it now as an adult, of course, I still kind of look at it like that, think that that's like super cool. But at the same time, because I am an adult and because we're living in the world that we're living in and the times have changed tremendously since the 90s, like, things are far more riskier. The way that the mind thinks now, as far as the people, the villains now are totally different than the ones back then. When I look at the villains here, who's supposed to be the villains here, the bad guys, they seem harmless compared to what we're dealing with now. The type of villains we have now amongst us is totally like seem evil compared to these two guys here, who you can kind of see in this film, like they had a little bit of a heart, just a little bit. I'm not being on their side at all. What they were doing, the things that they were planning were totally wrong. It was out of hand and different things. But to me, one of the things that I do get them a little bit of grace on is the fact that they weren't trying to hurt Kevin. That was not their goal, or even to hurt any other human being. Yes, they should not be trying to rob and all of that kind of stuff, of course. But there's a deep appreciation I have for them now, especially again compared to the times that we're living in now, that he wasn't out to hurt this kid or to hurt anybody here in this film. They were just a harmless bunch of guys trying to do something that they got no business doing, as opposed to now you see more people are harming other people, harming children, like they don't even have a heart anymore. And that's, to me, is insane. It is scary. It is pure evil. And so looking at the film now with all of that in mind, with how much time has passed and the seasons have changed, I can enjoy it a little bit more, not only from Kevin's perspective, but also even from the villains, the bad guys here. Because like I said, they seem harmless compared to what's amongst us now. And so overall, you're going to have a blast with this film. Kevin is like our hero. He literally is. Even now he is. But what was so, and I never remembered this, but when I watched the film now, I was like, wow, that is so heartbreaking. And you felt for the mom here more when I watched it as an adult, because the night before they left, her and Kevin had a conversation and words were exchanged that you would want to take back. And I realized Kevin later on in the film took them back in a sense and wished that he never said the things that he said to his mom. It's like, how can you open your mouth to say that to the woman who gave birth to you, who gave life to you, who God used to bring you into this world? It's like, how could you even fix your mouth to say what you said to your mom? And you can see the heartbreak on her face when Kevin said certain things to her the night before they left. Of course, I'm not going to mention that here in this review. Y'all have to watch it and go back and remember that. But my heart broke in that moment when that exchange happened, because I just felt for the mom more so. But at the same time, I was looking at him as the kid, and I know he's in his feelings. He's feeling how he's feeling, like things are unfair. He's just this little helpless kid, and you're amongst all these siblings and cousins and all of that. You're being overlooked. You're constantly being painted as like the bratty kid, the annoying kid, the kid that is always in trouble, the kid that there's always something going on with. And he just never seemed like he has anybody on his team He's not connecting with his siblings like that in a sense where they get along, and he's feeling it. And I totally get that. And being in amongst a family where there's so many of you, it is hard, I can imagine, to pay attention and give every kid and make every kid feel like they're getting all the attention, all the love that they should be getting. You know, somebody is gonna feel like they're being like they're lacking in some areas. Somebody's gonna feel that way, and we see that Kevin does feel that way. He is being overlooked. He's tired of being treated the way that he's treating. Like nobody is advocating for him. Nobody is defending him when it comes to him and his siblings, him and his cousins, and all of these different things. It's just they're constantly seem like they're throwing him under the bus. And I can understand why he can look his mom in the eyes and tell her when she sends him off to the attic and everybody else get to stay. And it's not like they're innocent, especially his big brother. It's not like they didn't do anything to deserve the things that happened to them or his response towards them. They also should be reprimanded as well, but for whatever reason, that's not happening. And you can understand that we all have felt that way at some point when we were kids, whether we're from our family member or from a teacher or somebody, some figure of authority. We all probably have felt that things were not fair. That was one of the big statements that a lot of kids have said, and you may be, and a lot of adults say it now, and it's crazy. You would think we would be used to it by now. We don't live much of our lives with this truth, in a sense, that life isn't fair. And it really isn't. Of course, when we look at the older that you get in different things, you start to realize that how true that is. You get a little piece of that when you're a kid, to the point where you even say that and you can't stand that it's that way. But as you grow and you become a young adult, an adult, and just different things and different seasons in your life, you realize that life really isn't fair. Here it really isn't. So like I said, you feel Kevin in all of these things. This film brings back so many childhood memories to me personally, and I just enjoy it. I feel like he's just the most adorable, cute kid here. It is so hard to be upset with him. It is so hard to kind of go against him, to even look and try to understand another character's perspective, because you just see cute Kevin. Like he's America's sweetheart. That's how we look at him, and that's how we look at this film, and it's just special, and it's a treasure, especially to watch it around the holiday season, to watch it with family, friends, and loved ones, and to pass it on down to the next generation where they're watching it as well. And all of this, it's fun, and like I said, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna be rooting for different things, you're gonna maybe be yelling at the screen here and there, all of the good stuff that we just enjoy about movie watching. But with that being said, once again, this film is titled Home Alone. You can actually find it streaming on Disney Plus. But before I leave you for today, let's go ahead and get into the scripture, right? And we're coming out of Psalms chapter 140, verse 1, and it reads, "Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Preserve me from violent men." So that's all I have for you for this video. Y'all please remember to leave y'all thoughts, your prayers, your overall take in the comment section below, because I do enjoy hearing from you all. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.